Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1014.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about how to prepare for cyber attacks because, unfortunately, this is something we need to talk about. It's very important that we all prepare because this, in my opinion, is pretty much a certainty. And the more you can prepare, the better off you and your family are going to be. First of all, the word about cyber attacks coming has been everywhere, and it's highly publicized. It's being covered by the press. It's been highlighted by the Biden administration. Basically, they're telling us this is pretty much a certainty that it's going to happen. So we need to pay attention and get prepared because we'll get through it so much better with a little preparation than if we just ignore it and then have to react to it. So what exactly are we talking about? Well, there's different types of cyber attacks, but there's a cyber attack I've covered before called a DDoS attack. And the DDoS attacks, they're talking about hitting infrastructure, websites, cell phones, ATMs, gas stations, etc. And a DDoS attack is where they try to crash a website by bombarding it with superfluous requests all at the same time. And this surge of requests overloads the servers, which cause them to shut down. So basically, it's a warning that all things electronic can go down. And that's what we really need to prepare for. So in your preparation, here's some things for you to consider. First, you want to have all of your prescriptions filled up as much as you can. Secondly, you want to have your gas tank as full as you can. And when it gets down to halfway empty, fill it back up again so it's between half and full all the time. You also want to go to the ATM and have some extra cash taken out so that you have extra cash on hand. This would be cash for a couple weeks worth of groceries in case electronic cash registers aren't working and you have to pay with cash. You have some on hand and you can do that. And of course, you're going to want to have all your groceries stocked up, including extra bottled water, toilet paper, pet food, etc. Make sure that you have some canned food items in case this goes on for a few weeks. You might want to have some different sources of boxed milk in case we don't have refrigeration. You also want to be sure to have lighting sources like candles and matches, and things that keep you warm like blankets. If you can afford a generator, great. If you can't, then think about what you might need the most if you have a power outage, whether that is getting sleeping bags out and available, whether that's extra blankets, down comforters. And it's helpful to have some batteries available for a battery-operated radio to be able to tune in and get some news. Some things to entertain the kids, like some games, some books, or entertainment. I've got my pile of books all ready that I have already ordered from Amazon, and I've got them sitting there. I haven't been able to get to them yet, so that's what I'm going to be doing, is reading those books if we have a power outage. As far as your bank accounts and brokerage accounts, I really don't know any way to tell you to prepare those. I would say make sure you don't have any more than $250,000 maximum in any one bank account because each account is insured up to $250,000 per person per account. The standard insurance amount is $250,000 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. And joint accounts are insured separately, so you and your spouse can get another $500,000 of FDIC insurance by opening a joint account in addition to your single accounts. Another good thing to do is prepare in advance by talking to loved ones. Let's say your elderly parents live nearby. You make sure that they're all ready and all set. You let them know in case of a power outage that you're going to be okay. And If you need to go check on them and you don't have any gas in your tank, make sure you've got your bicycle tires pumped up so you can go right over there and visit them. Something like that. Just think of contingency plans that you might need to put into action. Now, I have done a blog post with a longer list of items of how to prepare. It's called How to Create an Emergency Survival Kit. So I will post the link in the show notes in case you want to look at that, go through it as a checklist, just kind of think of different things that maybe you could do. I also think that barter could come into play if we are in a longer power outage. If this goes more than a week or two, people will be bartering with alcohol, with candy, with cannabis, chocolate, and other things that people need. People will be bartering with all kinds of things. Make sure that you're stocked up as best you can be with soap and cleansers, laundry detergent, detergents that you can wash dishes by hand. Think about your lifestyle and what you use that's electronic every week, and then what would happen if you didn't have those things, and prepare for the things that are going to impact you the most. Now, we can't always be perfect and get everything right, but it's about trying to be as comfortable as you can and making your life continue on through this transitional phase that we may be lacking power. So if you have a big family and you need to be cooking, then maybe you need to get a camping grill. It also depends what part of the country you live in. I happen to be in Southern California, so it happens to be warm here. That's much different from how someone would prepare in the Northeast. So think about your weather, think about staying warm, staying fed, having water, having prescriptions, and anything else that you need, as well as entertainment items just to get you through and pass the time. We will get through this and come out the other side of this, but again, this is the time you want to get your cryptocurrencies off of the exchanges and into a nano wallet or a decent wallet, preferably, so it's off the internet. Don't be fearful. Fear doesn't help. Prepare, plan, do what you can. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to take care of the downside, what would be the worst thing, and take care of that. Make sure you're covered for food, warmth, etc. as best you can. And we will get through this together. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.